This is what I do if I can't find an ornament that I'm looking for to match my tree. First, I get these DIY large globes from Hobby Lobby. Actually, you can get a pack for I think $5.99 of 6 of the big ones, which is definitely cheaper than if you buy a color. So if you're looking for a color you can't find, you can use this chunky ribbon, not ribbon, this chunky Chanel fabric and stuff in here. Just stick all that in there to fill it up to your capacity. I just run my finger around it so it's all around the interior, so it's all full. Then squeeze your little things, put them back on there. Make sure that you cut off the tag, that's always important. And then put on your own little fancy hook. And there you have it. Specially made large ornaments. The other thing that I did is took these picks. This was one big pick and I cut it in half. So just to show you, this could be done with anything. And so if you have a traditional theme, if you're even going Grinch. So these were on a long stem and I just cut each of them off and I just shoved them into this ornament. And then one more, and again, depending on how full you want it, you could obviously stop there if you wanted to. But I'm going to keep going. You just keep pushing. And obviously, if the beads fall off while you're doing this, not a huge deal because they're going to be encapsulated into this ornament. And just shove the rest of them up in there. Just like that. You can use your fingers to kind of spread them out if you want. Kind of push them around. Add your little hook back. Obviously the top of these looks kind of cheap, so if you wanted to put some rub and buff on them to turn them to a color of more gold or a different silver, you certainly could. So again, here's a different take on that. And then another idea, again, same kind of thing. Take the tag off, take your top off, take these individually. Obviously, you don't have to do this if you don't want to do that, but kind of the same kind of thing. Just kind of shove them in there. And one more. This is not my favorite by any stretch, but just showing you what you can do with these to kind of fill them in with something. Again, if you're trying to get a different ornament that nobody has with particular colors in mind, you could actually do the red, white, and green like I did with the other one. And then the other thing that you could do, I'm going to try it and we'll see if it works. I don't have a whole lot left is why I'm saying that. So grab one more bulb. Again, take the tag off. Open it up. If you had any extra ribbon laying around, obviously you could also throw that in there. Again, not sure what this is going to look like. I don't have a ton of extra ribbon left, but just something that you could do to fill up some space. Again, if you're looking for a specific color. Could alternate. The colors in there. Again, I don't have any more ribbon. I think that would be prettier if you had a little more ribbon to go in there. But as you're cutting off the end of your ribbons, making bows or whatnot, you got all these little scrappy pieces left. Obviously, if your tree is blue and white, as mine is, then you could do this and place that in the tree as well. Not necessarily the prettiest, but you could obviously put that towards the back of the tree and use it as a filler. And again, with it being clear, the lights are going to illuminate through it. Enjoy.